Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mom Talk. I am your host, Crystal Galladay, the Fund Finder for Education, as well as known as Crystal Where the Money Resides Galladay. And I started this environment that we have in this platform because I am a mom, but I created this for those who are moms, those who are interested in motherhood, and those that support it. So all are welcome. And I created this platform because I have a powerful network. And I don't want to keep it to myself. I want to be able to share great people like our speaker today with you all. And this platform and this talk show takes place once a month, usually the fourth Wednesday of the month at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. However, we do not have it in November because my nonprofit, which I am the founder and executive director of, which is Never Underestimate Knowledge, we have our annual virtual scholarship fundraiser where we are awarding this year more than 10 scholarships. And it's going to be Saturday, November 13th, 2021, virtually from 3 to 5 p.m. So you can get your ticket for that to attend, and that'll be our November gathering that we have. So this month, we are talking about inventing from A to Z with Lisa Ascolese, the inventress. Now, I know her because I've met her on social media. I attend her Monday motivational call. I know she's a mom. She's the inventress. She's a whole lot of things, but I'm going to let her talk to you about what she does, who she is, and get this, if you're live in the audience today, you do have an opportunity to get $100 gift certificate for her services, which is Inventing A to Z. And she has a lot of great things that she has in store for the community in regards to sharing information today and what she has to offer. So I'm not going to keep talking about her because she is right here. I'm going to let her introduce herself. So welcome, Lisa. Can you tell us more about yourself?
Hi, everybody. Hi, ladies. My name is Lisa Ascolese, known as the Inventress. Thank you so much for having me on your show, Crystal. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here and see your face again. It's always a pleasure. Love the glasses too. Look amazing. So my name is Lisa Ascolese. I'm known as the Inventress. I own a business called Inventing A to Z. I'm the CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z, where I help you take your product ideas, napkin ideas, from concept to fruition the right way and everything in between. In addition to that, I have a women's conference called AOE. It's called the Association of Women Inventors and Entrepreneurs. So AOE is the acronym. What I do there is also we gather together as a women's conference once a year. Prior to COVID, we were actually meeting at large venues, and people would fly in from all over the country to get together. It's musically inspired, and it's just about women inspiring and lifting each other up. As I say, my mission statement is lifting each other up, 2 hands at a time, and sometimes you got to use your foot, and bridging the gap between ambition and success. Now, what all of this means is, I see no reason why one person should be successful in the entrepreneurship world and leave everybody else out. Let's bridge that gap. Everybody can have success. And I know there's different levels of success. And I just want to talk about what I do. So as the inventress and inventor, I've been inventing products since I was 9 years old, just a little girl, and just come up with solutions for problems all the time. And like many of you, I'm sure many of you are inventors, and moms are definitely inventors. We're coming up with products and ideas to fix something that your child is carrying to school, and maybe a backpack isn't working, and you rig up something to make it work. That's innovation. So I've been doing that forever. For the last 25 years, I've been helping people get on platforms such as QVC through manufacturing and building prototypes, et cetera, helping people from beginning to end, develop products and put them on national television. One of the platforms also is Shark Tank. A product idea or an invention, I help you walk you through all of the steps, beginning to end, from patents to prototypes to everything, and help you get to your end goal, which would be marketing and selling a product. I also help entrepreneurs to understand the ins and outs of entrepreneurship, the basics. In fact, I'm having a course coming up November 11th. That's Thursday, November 11th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, discussing the importance of entrepreneurship. down to understanding how to create an email. So even as an inventor, you have to understand how to run a business. I'll be talking about grants, and we'll also be talking about life insurance policies and making money through life insurance, et cetera. But mostly talking about inventing and helping you to understand how you too, you can invent a product and become successful with having inventions and ideas, from licensing to marketing to selling your patent, etc. So with that being said, I'll open the floor for questions.
Before we get there, so I know you mentioned like how have you helped your clients to be successful in launching products, and also Shark Tank and QVC. Like I know I've had a lot of boxes from QVC. Like my dad used to shop from them a lot, and then Shark Tank out. It's a national show that we've all seen. So have you can you talk about some of the inventions that you work with some of your clients, or even some of your inventions, so we can get an idea of some of the
Of
things?
course, absolutely. So talking about mine, one of my first products on QVC television was a hair accessory called the bun tie. So that was the first one I manufactured and got on television. I've had many products prior to that. My first product that I actually sold to the retail market was a breastfeeding cape. It's called the Bosom Buddy breastfeeding cape. When my children were obviously nursing, I was very, very embarrassed to nurse in front of anybody. So I designed this cape that you could still have your clothing on underneath. Um, However, you were concealed by this Bosom Buddy cape, and that sold in thousands of stores across the country. And I blew my own mind. I was shocked. And back in those days, it was snail mail. I wasn't doing internet. I wasn't sending emails. This was all handwritten letters to different department stores asking them if they would purchase my product. So that was my first product that I actually sold on the market. And then manufacturing, as I said, the hair accessory to QVC 25 years ago. In addition to that, I've had organizers on QVC. One was called the Perfect Pockets that sold it actually in 30 seconds. That's in Forbes magazine. They say 6 minutes is a third in 30 seconds. It sold out. Sold out. I've had products called I have one product called the Wrap and Store Organizer that helped to organize all of my wrapping paper and scissors and cards and all of that stuff that gets lost when you're wrapping presents, right? How many times you're wrapping gifts, you have a scissor right next to you, and all of a sudden it disappears. This is just what happened. So
And it's the holiday season. That's perfect to relaunch or whatever.
exactly. So those are just a few. I mean, I have a lot more products, from luggage organizers to hanger organizers. A lot of organizers. A lot of We're busy, so we need to be organized.
Exactly. So what are some do's and don'ts for bringing products to the market?
Do's are always be ready. Okay, do's are always be ready. So, I mean, when you are developing a product, and I know a lot of people don't know when I say be ready, I'm talking about having proper images, visuals of what your product is, understanding your price points. If you're pitching a product, let's just say to QVC, you want to go with a finished product. It's finished, it's buttoned up, it's packaged. The packaging looks great, and you can understand what the packaging means. Your packaging should speak for itself. The don'ts are developing a package, having a package, and nobody knows what it says or what it means because you walk by. How many times have you gone to a department store or even the grocery store and picked up something and you're flipping it over and over back because you don't get it? You put it down, you put it back. Make things very, very explicit and clear. Make your packaging clear. Do be friendly, the do's. Be very kind and very friendly in all of your emails. Start your subject line with something kind and beneficial to your product. Always have a signature at the bottom of your page. My name is at the beginning, and sincerely, whatever your name is on the end. Have all of your information on the bottom of that email. If it's a company, inventingaz.com, that always goes on the bottom of the email. What's a don't? What's a don't is don't continuously call a buyer on the phone, because they'll put you on their blacklist and they will not return your phone calls. So that's a don't. There's a way of being persistent and not annoying. Okay, so there's ways of doing that. Email is key. Emailing with a nice subject line. So that's a do.
Okay.
So having your product organized and together, having a good package, having great images of your product, good images, great photography, having a one-page website that explains what your product is. As I said before, you should be able to look at something and know exactly what it is. It should be self-explanatory.
So I know sometimes people do test groups. Would you recommend that
Absolutely
prior
not.
to launching? No.
Well, not until, that came out so fast. And
Mhm.
I'll explain why it came out so fast. So I am not a fan of those groups because, first of all, everybody has different opinions and everybody wants to be a star, right?
Mhm.
Everybody wants to be like, have the best opinion about the product. But most importantly, you don't want people taking your idea. Okay. So before, and they're focus groups. So I had a client who developed a product, was not patented, wasn't finished being manufactured. It was a prototype they were wearing. It was a jacket, a vest that lit up. And they said, we want to go before a focus group. We want to get out and ride our bikes and wear this vest so everybody could see it. Before they could even hit the ground running, it was already on the market. People saw it. All right. It was a great idea. We were about to hit the button to manufacture and they saw it on the market. So I'm not crazy about focus groups unless you're completely patented, you're protected, and then you're safe to really divulge what the product is.
And how long does that patent process take on average?
Sure. So there are different types of patents. You have utility patents, design patents, you have provisional patents. So if you have provisional patents, that's about a year. And it's a document that's really not opened by the USPTO, United States Patent Office. It just sits in the office for about a year, so that you can, it's a paper trail, so that you can make modifications to your product if you choose to. It expires in a year. Then there's a design patent that once you file, it could take about 12 months or so to receive a patent. However, when you apply for a patent, you're safe to market a product. You're
Ah,
safe. A
okay.
utility patent could take up to 2 years or more these days. You have dozens of inventors out there now inventing products because we're home and we're being very creative, right? So USPTO, United States Patent Office, is inundated with new patents and registrations and things like that.
And they're actually out here, and I had a couple of people I know that work for them. So
Yes,
I'm very
yes.
familiar with their location and
Yeah,
just
great.
that acronym because there's so many acronyms out there in the world. And I'm quite sure you come across a lot with these products and stuff.
I don't, and I make sure I clarify. I don't just put out acronyms without explaining what they are. Yeah, I think you
Right,
know that about me.
right. And I love that when people introduce an acronym, it's whatever the term is, parentheses, and then after use the acronym. If you
Explain it.
have to use it. So yeah, so thank you for explaining that because I know some people are a little unsure about the patent process, the focus groups, and all of that. And I know another big thing is manufacturers. Like, how do you find a reputable manufacturer? Because I know some people, it's overseas, can be a little bit more inexpensive, but staying, in the US can be a little bit more expensive.
Mhm.
And it's just like you want to find the best person for whatever your needs are. So how do you find a reputable manufacturer?
I like word of mouth. I mean, I've been working with the same manufacturers for many, many years. However, if you have a friend who recommends a manufacturer, check them out. Check them out. I mean, I'm very, very funny about who I go to. Even the manufacturers I use now, I want to make sure that if I'm sending them, I'm not going to send something that's textile or a garment piece to my manufacturer who creates plastic, and I know that that's their forte. So you have to kind of navigate through who you're using, even if someone's recommending a manufacturer to you. Do your due diligence. If you're going on Alibaba, just make sure you understand the person's credentials or the company's credentials. Look them up online. If they don't have a website or any information they can divulge with you or show you products that they've worked on, I would be a little skeptical. So I'm very, very cautious. I tread very, very lightly when it comes to selecting manufacturers for my clients.
Now, do you have any resource out there that people can leverage from you, like it's paid or downloadable, or is it just with your clients they're able to find out the manufacturers you work with?
So I do one-on-one. So I have consultations. I
Mhm.
sit with my clients, I mentor, and I have consultations. I guide people through and navigate through the process with my clients. I have reputable manufacturers, as I said, that I work with. I have patent attorneys I work with that I would recommend. There are certain outlets I would recommend for graphic art, etc., design, websites that I could 100% handhold and show you who you should and should not use.
So, how do you know when like you have a product or an idea that's worth manufacturing or worth putting to the market?
Well, I mean, taking a look at your demographic and what the product is, it's who needs it. You know what I mean? As I always say, if you're the only one and your mom's the only one who's going to use it, is it, and nobody else can, is it
Mhm.
something that you want to spend money on? How much do you want to invest in a product that you have a very small, where you have a very small more demographic? And but I want to retract some of that, because you can have a very small demographic if your marketing is, if you have the right manufacturing marketing tools, you can sell anything to anybody. It's all about the marketing and putting yourself out there to market it. And I always use the pet rock. A pet rock, the pet rock sold millions and millions and millions of dollars because of marketing.
Mhm.
Marketing campaigns are everything. Social media is giant. You have to know how to use your tools.
Mm. Now, you hit the point of marketing. Like, are clients able to work with you on that aspect?
Absolutely. 100%. I am A to Z and everything in between. So everything from starting a product, starting a business, and helping you to understand and navigate through the ins and outs of marketing, the best ways of marketing a product, down to the font that you use to market a product, down
Mm.
to your packaging. And again, I go back to packaging because it's the most important part of your product. You can have a great product in a package and nobody knows what it is.
That's a very good point. And I've learned from one of the prior speakers from Mom Talk, and Nakia McLean, that there's a difference between marketing and PR. So this is so much you have to think about when it comes to putting out product, putting out a service, just doing something that it's resourceful to have an expert like
Mhm.
yourself, that knows the process and that can guide someone along the way. And then I know when it comes to me, when it's finding funding for college and that whole process. So it's worth investing that time and money because it'll save you along the way. And I know these people that are here and those that are watch this recording, they're investing their time to learn here so they understand that. So this is great conversation. If anyone does have any questions or wants to talk about something, you can feel free to do that in the chat and or come off the mic at whatever time you have that idea, because this is an open dialogue and because you're live, you have this access to Lisa and myself. But Lisa, like, I want to know, and I want the people to know how they can get in contact with you and what is the best way that they can stay up to date of what's going on. Because I know you mentioned you have your training coming up, you have the annual conference, I know you had the Monday motivational calls, which are amazing. So how can they keep in contact with you?
Sure. You can go to my website and check me out. My website is inventingatoz.com. Inventingatoz.com. You can email me, Lisa at inventingatoz.com. And you can call my office. It's 732-647-5433. I can put that in the chat in a little while, right? I'll type that in. Just don't want to get my face so close to the camera.
I understand. Um,
Leaning all down
and there was
but
a
yeah,
question about can you put it in the chat? So yes.
I mean, and I'm very approachable, as you can see. You can reach out to me. You can ask me any questions you want. Many of you ladies, I'm sure, have inventions. You have ideas, and you just really don't know how to get started. And that's really key. Like, most people call me up, and the first thing they say is, "How do I get a patent? I just thought of something. How do I get a patent?" And that's not how you start. You don't start by getting a patent. All right. I'm going to give you some free information. The first thing that you would do is write down your information, write down your invention, your idea. And I call them mental inventions. We get them every single day. We get them in the shower, every morning, every night. We get them when we lay down in bed and we're in our quiet space. The kids are asleep and everything else. And you start thinking about what happened during the course of your day. And you may have that aha moment about a product or a business, but write it down. Have your own little journal, and write down your ideas and your information. And keep that for yourself, because you never know. It could turn into a multi-million, multi-billion dollar idea. Look at Sponge Daddy, right? Whatever it's Sponge Daddy, the Scrub Daddy, whatever it's called, the sponge. He had a great idea for a sponge. Look at Spanx, all of these different ideas. How many times have you put on tight pantyhose and you said, "This is great, this is holding me in, this is a great suck me in." And then here she is. So she invented not only the girdle Spanx, now she's got leggings and everything else. We are creative. We women are so creative, especially when you have kids. You have ideas, you have inventions, you think of things, and you can literally do it. You know, I started without 2 nickels to rub together, and I saved. I saved. I saved for my first patent. I saved for my second patent. I saved for my first product that I did manufacturing, thousands and thousands of units, and I was able to, take seed money from the products I manufactured and just kept going over and over and over again. And then I was able to reach out and help others. Like you said, on Motivational Monday, my clients are able to hop on, not just my clients, strangers get on Motivational Mondays also, and just talk and share their businesses, share their business ideas, and, share on social media and different platforms. So, ladies, you have inventions, you have ideas, feel free to ask any questions you want.
So there's some questions in the chat, but you mentioned Spanx, right?
Yeah.
Did you know and did you see that she sent all of her staff 2 first-class tickets and gave them $10,000?
No,
So
I did not see that. I
yeah,
did not see that.
that I saw that maybe yesterday, and I'm like, oh, Spanx is doing real good, and for you to
Oh,
bring it up.
great. He's doing great. You know who else just did that? Which was pretty cool. Keanu Reeves. He just gave all the set producers $10,000 Rolex watches. So I think it's a thing now. It's a give back.
Mhm.
It's a pay it forward thing that's happening.
I love it. I definitely love it. As you can see with my nonprofit, what I do with the community.
Yes, you do great
Mhm.
things, Crystal. Really proud of you, girl.
Thank you. So there are 2 questions. Brianna asked the question first. And Brianna, if you want to come off your mic and ask the question, that's totally fine. Or I can read it. Okay. Her question is, do you help with product development or do you have to already have a product idea in mind?
Hi, Brianna. No, I do help with product development. In fact, I say I extract information from people's minds because sometimes they're really not sure about what it is they want to put on paper. So yes, from a napkin idea all the way to the marketplace and everything in between, from you patent attorneys to prototyping to everything else. So I'm a one-stop shop. I have a wonderful team who helps me to build products, manufacture. So yeah, everything.
That's that A to Z, inventing A to Z. Awesome. Thank you for answering that. And then
Thank you, Brianna.
Carolyn, you have your hand raised, so come off mute.
Oh, thank you. So yes, so thank you again, Lisa, and thank you, Crystal, for being here. I have a service, not a product yet. So
Mhm.
due to the pandemic, um, you know how you have that quiet time, you start resonating ideas. So I came up, I won't say the name on the line because I haven't gotten a patent yet, but I have a business that I want to, it's a service that I want to turn into a product,
Mhm.
and where I communicate with parents and I help them find activities, summer camps, and programs for their kids. So
Mhm.
all moms, all parents are super, super busy and they don't have the time to look for these things for the kids. And I spend hours on the computer finding everything from soccer to basketball, college information, you name it. I'm an A to Z activity mom and I help people find information for their kids. I'm a one woman shop. I need to take this idea off paper and I need
Mhm.
to turn it to a product so it can make money while I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a great idea. It's certainly a service I know a lot of moms can use today.
Yes.
Families too. So absolutely, I'd love to speak with you about it. And so what I do for all of you ladies, I know people are very careful, as you should be, about divulging your information. I send you a non-disclosure agreement that's signed. So an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, is a letter of honesty, I call it. All right. So I'm telling you that I'm not taking any of your information and sharing it with anybody else. So
Yes.
everything completely confidential. So if you want to set something up, Carolyn, as Crystal said, tonight you get $100. Whoever wins gets $100 off of my services. It's a gift certificate for $100 off of my services. So I'd be
Okay.
happy, but I'd be happy to speak with you for a few minutes to explain to you how you could get protected through what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have a question? Have any comments? Because I know, like, I enjoyed this. Like, I don't have an idea in mind for a product, but I know who to go to if I do have one. I will definitely be in your inbox. So there is another question, Nadej. I'm going to bring you up so that you can open up your mic and you can ask your question.
Thank you, Crystal. Hi, Lisa. Can you tell us a little bit more about the conference that you were speaking about, please?
Sure, absolutely. So I have a fast track course coming up. That's coming up Thursday, November 11th from 7 p.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. And I will be speaking on the topic of inventing an entrepreneurship 101, super important. In addition, I will have a young lady by the name of Linda Peavy speaking on the topic of grants, getting grants for your businesses. I'll also have a lady by the name of Janet Jackson talking about health insurance, life insurance, and how you can make money, funding for your future using these different her tools. But mine is inventing it is always speaking on something about inventing, whether it's prototyping or consulting with a patent attorney, but always having to do with inventing. And I always have open questions, even if it's not the topic. Many people want to jump on and ask how I have directed people to Shark Tank, how I've directed people to QVC, and how I brought them on. I've had over 100 products on between the networks, QVC, HSN, and Shop HQ over the last 25 years. And this year alone, actually, about 10.
That's awesome. So I do have a question for you. So you mentioned that you have something on the 11th, right? But you also mentioned you have your annual conference too. What time of year is that one? The AOE
So
one?
since the pandemic, we've had it virtually. We're
Mhm.
looking at doing something in May. So May of 2022.
Okay.
And it's always on my website. So please, again, go to my website. It's inventingatoz.com. You'll see AOE there. There'll be a link for AOE. There's always, I always have a tab for upcoming events. So click on the events, and also want to mention to you the Motivational Mondays. Motivational Monday is open to everyone. It's free. So every Monday morning from 10 to about 10:20, as I said before, we help each other. We promote each other's businesses. I promote your business. If you have a website, if you have a product that you're showcasing, Crystal's been on talking about her nonprofit. We share on Motivational Mondays. It's free. And again, that's connected to inventingatoz.com. There's a link, click on the link and you can get in if you have Zoom. That's every Monday morning. But the conference is coming up in May. We're keeping our fingers crossed that we can do a face-to-face.
May is my month. A lot of great things happen in May, including me being born.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Very
yes, so that's amazing, and I'm excited. I think I'm gonna sign up for the conference on the 11th because I'm interested in the grant aspect. Is it just gonna be grants for products or grants for businesses? Can you speak
It's
a little
everything.
more?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's going to be grants for everything across the board.
okay, yeah,
It's
that's
grant money and how to find it.
okay. So I definitely want to know where that money resides.
Yeah, don't we all, right?
Yes, and I've been getting some stuff. I just finished a program with Cornell, and they started sending me some grant stuff and some other stuff because it was a program for entrepreneurs and a free program, I must add. So if you're an entrepreneur, I definitely recommend looking into their certificate program because even though I have been in business and I've had different entrepreneurship efforts, and also I worked for a Fortune 500 company for more than 2 decades. I still learned a lot, and there's a lot of information out there, just like you're here today learning from Lisa.
Always room to grow.
Always.
That's why I go to platforms such as yours and others. I'm always willing to learn and listen to what other people are doing.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your support, and your motivational Mondays have been very inspiring. I know I can't make it all the time because of scheduling, but when I do, I always leave feeling like my cup is full and it's a positive environment. And you give the mic to anyone who hasn't asked and then who also wants to share something.
That's right.
So I know there was a question. I'm sorry I missed it. Who has a certificate program? It's Cornell. It's the eCornell, their electronic or their virtual programs. And I did it for women entrepreneurs. So it's trying to think how many courses. It's about a handful of courses that you have to take. And it's all online and it's a short duration. It's a good amount of work, but you can make it work. Like, we're women, we're resilient. So
You got that right.
definitely check that out. And it's sponsored by Bank of America. So I think that's one of the reasons. And Ways is free, but then they also add you to a particular network on Facebook, as well as an email list, as well as other programs. And I even have stuff I need to look over because I finished it and it's even more information that they're providing me with. So that's the eCornell Women's Entrepreneurship Program. And I'll be posting about it soon because I didn't even post my certificate yet and really talk about it. There's been some like posts in my stories where I'm like, I'm doing schoolwork, I'm still making it happen and stuff like that. But I really haven't like given myself the celebration like I wanted to. So more to come. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. And Lisa is putting her contact information so that you can have that information for her website, her phone number, her email address, Lisa at inventingatoz.com. And
The first one was a typo. So the
Mhm.
second number is correct. 732-647-5433.
Awesome.
The correct phone number. And and feel free to reach out, join us for Motivational Monday. It's a lot of fun. There's music in the beginning. It's 5 minutes of music and dancing in the beginning and dancing out. So it's a short motivational program that we've put together that is it's just fun. It's community. It's, honest people getting together and wanting to help one another. So please definitely feel free to join me Monday morning. Crystal, I hope you can be there. And you don't have to show your faces, by the way.
Right.
You can be behind the camera. A lot of people are at work. Many of my clients are at work or traveling, and it's just a nice space to listen to what entrepreneurs are doing.
Right. And the number that Lisa provided is her number. You have to sign up for Motivational Monday. She said it's on her website, and you'll get the Zoom information because the platform is on Zoom, which we know you have access to Zoom because you're on here today. So
right.
Carolyn, I see your hand is raised again. So I brought you up so that you can ask your next question.
Thank you. Lisa, I have a 15-year-old CEO. She started her business when she was 13, right at the beginning of the pandemic. She teaches kids how to read, write, speak Mandarin Chinese. She's trying to grow her platform and turn it again into a product where kids around the world can join her platform to speak other languages and
Mhm,
help kids with math. Because during the pandemic, teachers were tapped out,
mhm.
parents were tapped out. Is there a program that you know that a young person could take, not like the eCornell one for women, but an entrepreneurship program for young people like teens?
For young entrepreneurs,
Yes.
I actually do. I
Oh,
actually do. There's a summer program. It's run by Jackie Glass. It's held in Princeton every year, and it's escaping me right now, but I'll get it in a minute. And I can share that information with Crystal.
okay.
I can share it with Crystal, or you can reach out to me and I can email it to you.
Thank you so much.
But absolutely, every year she has something. They provide all kinds of help for budding entrepreneurs. So yeah, it's something that it's worth joining.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And you know what, Lisa, you did tell me about that program before.
I
Oh,
introduced you.
yes.
Introduced you to Jackie.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. I know with the pandemic, there hasn't been a lot of, in-person movement and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so that's been virtual too. I teach every year. I teach every year at Princeton University through this program. And it's a wonderful program. It's really enlightening for young folks. And I also teach young entrepreneurs the skill set that they need to have in order to become entrepreneurs, even naming their businesses, coming up with the right name for their businesses that is going to be something that shouts out to other people, that makes you understand what the business is right away. Even that, same as the packaging and products and all that stuff. But I'd love to be able to speak with you, Carolyn. It sounds like you need some direction and help. I'm happy to take your call or your email anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I do have one question before we kind of close out.
Mhm.
What is the platform that you have seen yourself and or your clients get the most traction on?
What kind of platform you mean?
Like social media platform. Like I know everybody should have their website. And you mentioned like, at least the one page about your product, like a sales page.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Mhm.
social media, like, is it a Instagram? Is it a Facebook? Is it a LinkedIn? Like,
I have to tell you, when it comes to business, when you are doing business, when you're looking for buyers, LinkedIn is the best platform, hands down. When you're promoting a product and you want to show something real quick, Instagram. Instagram is the way to go. Facebook, I'm told it's for old people, but no, I still have my connections through Facebook. Um, the newest platform for products is TikTok. I mean, I never thought I'd be saying this, never in a million years. But it's the hottest, it's the newest, and it's the fastest moving platform there is right now.
I need to follow you on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
being forced into it. I'm being thrust. I don't want to go there. But it's where business is, I mean, so I guess I'll be falling into that. I'm slow though. I'm going slow.
Yeah, I'm on it, but I don't have anything publicly posted. But now that you mentioned for business, it's good to be on there. I may make my stuff public for the videos and stuff like that.
And it's
And
fast.
it's
It's quick.
and it's fun.
It is fun. It's interesting. It's fun because you have to be quick. And everybody has a very, very short attention span. So that's where TikTok is good.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
get in, get out.
I must say, like, I had a content day with some moms who were all entrepreneurs. And one of the moms that's an entrepreneur, mompreneur, she brought her niece there. And her niece taught me how to use TikTok for some of the reels you see on my Instagram page. So utilize this younger generation because
I know.
they are our future. And I was just like, listen, though, you got to tell me like the steps. What do I need to do? I have another question. I felt like my mom back when like the cell phones came out and she wanted to know how to text and what is this FaceTime, whatever. And then before she passed away, she knew how to do emojis better than I did. So
yeah, we have to keep up. We got to keep up with technology. It's, I don't want to, but we have to. We have no choice.
Right.
Gotta be in it to win it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be in the game.
Exactly. And I know LinkedIn, what you're saying definitely confirms what another person I know is an expert in LinkedIn, Bianca K. Jackson or J. Jackson.
Mhm.
She's like, that's where you need to be. That's where you get your clientele. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on there, but it's seeming like it's another thing for me to do. But like, you can repurpose your content. You can
Yes.
go live on there instead of here, or all three, or whatever. So I have to figure it out and do it all in due time.
You will. You will. Yeah. Slow and steady. You're fine. You're doing great, Crystal.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So there is something good here for all the live attendees. Lisa is offering $100 gift certificate towards her services at Inventing A to Z. You are here and you heard all of the things that she offers. So I have your names in this hat. My favorite color is yellow, if you didn't know, from the glasses, from the lettering in my book, which is available in 3 languages, and the ebook is coming out shortly. So I'm gonna shake it because all your names are on there, and pick who is the lucky person and show you. I think I have it. I have a couple. All right, here it is. Up. Sorry, it was too connected. So let me not look and do it. Make sure I get one. And it is, can you see it? Natasha. Natasha, you are the winner of Inventing A to Z $100 gift card for Lisa's services. So Natasha, if you can private message Lisa your email address so that you both can be connected, so you can get that and you can set it up however she wants you to do it. That would be awesome if you can do that right now while we're here live. And I like to do it with this environment where I have a round robin so that everyone can share what they have going on. You heard what Lisa has going on with the November 11th. I will be there. I'm going to your site after this so I can get my ticket because I want to learn about the grant stuff. Then she also has her conference in May. And then she also has other resources out there for you with her services. And she also mentioned the Young Entrepreneurship Program that takes place, I believe you said Princeton. And
It's at
then
the well. That's it. It's
say it
called
again.
At the Well. At the Well.
At the well,
At the Well
yeah.
Women's Conference. There you are. Thank you, Crystal. Sorry to interrupt you. Yes.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. And as you heard in the beginning, I have the scholarships available for all school ages right now. Not now, but right now. It's hot. You got to get it in on it. And it's 5 opportunities for elementary school, middle school, and adult learner to get a $500 scholarship. That's in honor of my dad. It's a new scholarship we have this year because last year we only did 5. This year we're doing more than 10. Then last year and this year we also have a scholarship in honor of my mom, which is 5 $1,000 scholarships for high school and college students. And that is the RHM scholarship. And it's all easy application process, just 2 steps. Proof of school enrollment, in particular essay that you have to do. And my website is crystalgalladay.com. And you can go to Nook Nonprofit, NUK Nonprofit, or you can go to neverunderestimateknowledge.org, which is the direct link for my website. And the links are there to apply. Easy application process. If you have any issues, email that address on there because the due date is October 31st. There is no extension, people. No extension because guess what? The scholarships are open now, November 13th on a Saturday. We're awarding and picking even some live. Yeah, so you need to get your ticket, which is simply a name your own donation ticket. And you see the great things that my nonprofit Never Underestimate Knowledge is doing. We are providing resources to inner city youth and domestic violence survivors in different ways, educational scholarships, as well as programming. I even had like sponsors like Amazon, and I'm also going to talk about another sponsor in this capacity. So another scholarship is my sponsor, a big sponsor from this year is my Ivana. They're doing a $5,000 scholarship for a woman in STEM. So it's a college student that is studying a STEM major. And that is a particular video. And the videos are short. We're all on social media, a minute or less. That's all we need. And it's going to be a fun event. Lisa, you were there last year.
I'll be there this year.
Thank you. I'm excited. Same DJ, so there is a DJ.
Oh, good. It was a lot of fun. Very
Yeah.
interactive.
Thank you. There gonna be some giveaways and the live voting. You're gonna get a chance to see and or meet some of the candidates or applicants for the scholarships. So it's gonna be a fun event, and that's what I have coming up right now. And also, my second book is coming out soon, and that is impacting our community in a great way. I have more details about that. It's a collaboration effort that I'm doing with my university. My first university, I attended Drexel University. So that is
Great,
great.
Crystal, that's a big deal. Congratulations.
It is. Thank you. Thank you. And that's gonna be in 2022 though. Because dealing with the publishing company and all of that, and then multiple people working on it. So I'm excited about that and everything else I have going on, as well as all of my products and services that I provide go into my nonprofit. The proceeds, to never underestimate knowledge. So if you ever want to donate, you can. Your ticket for the event on Saturday, November 13th, goes directly into the nonprofit. And the ticket is simply a name your own donation. So I would like to open up the floor to see if there's any of our guests have anything that they want to share in regards to what they have going on. And yes, you can toot your own horn about any accomplishments you have, about any businesses that you have, so that you can share and increase your network in regards to people knowing what's going on with your world. So feel free to open up your mic. I know some of you, and I know the great things you have going on. Yes, Natasha, I see you're clapping, but do you want to talk about what you're doing?
I think I was trying to raise my hand.
Oh, okay.
I'm still getting used to this. Yes, I would love to. So first of all, thank you for hosting, and thank you for bringing Lisa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. And thanks for bringing Lisa. Thanks for your advice. So I just started a small business. I'm a physical therapist, so I have more of a service than a product, but a lot of these tips were good in the sense of like just understanding, like people need to know what it is immediately. And I think right now that's the hard part, is how to like immediately show what my service is. So my service is, if you're local in Michigan, it's mobile physical therapy services. So I'm an outpatient physical therapist, but I can come to you. Outside of that, it's telehealth virtual services or wellness. So in the injury prevention programs, like exercise prescription, but to prevent getting injured if you're like trying to return back to fitness or to a sport. So it's still just getting started, but.
Congratulations, Natasha. That sounds great. That sounds like a wonderful service.
Thank you very much.
And I will say, like, I've attended a session that Natasha has hosted virtually, and it was very helpful for restorative measures, for just protection of your body. She went through the details really thoroughly. So I highly recommend Natasha in regards to the services she offers, even if you're not local. And yes, I look forward to staying connected and seeing your business blossom.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the
And
platform.
Natasha, you're the winner, right? Did Natasha win?
I did. Yes.
Oh, Natasha, please feel free to reach out to me. You can give me a call or email me. Email is probably better for a faster response. But certainly reach out. I'd love to speak with you about your business.
Thank you very much. I will be doing that soon.
Awesome. Congratulations, Natasha. So anyone else, do you want to share about something that you have going on? If not, no pressure. We'll close out. But I do like to give this opportunity for you all. So Lisa, do you have any parting words for the audience?
Parting words?
Yes.
You know, Monday we talked about just, stretching out and really, thinking outside the box is a little cliche, but challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do something you never thought you could do. It's important. I was doing something recently and I'll tell you what it was painting. I was painting. My daughter just moved into her own condo, painting walls. And I said, you know what? I really want to paint the ceiling in this closet. And when I started to paint the ceiling in the closet, I looked up and I said, you know what? I can't paint that ceiling in the closet. And then I said, yes, I can. I need to challenge myself. I need to reach and expand and say, I can do. So challenge yourself to do something you think that you can't do. And I promise you that you can.
I love that. And I will add on to that really quick. And I see you want to add something else. Do something small every day towards that. If it's a large goal, don't think that you can't accomplish it. Challenge yourself, but do something small for it every day. It's that compound effect.
That's right.
So go ahead, Lisa, you want to add something else?
No, I just want to say, just keep on lifting each other up 2 hands at a time. Your sisters need your help. Your brothers need your help. And sometimes you do have to use that foot.
Ah, yes. I was waiting for that foot to come up. I was waiting. So 2 more things. Carolyn, I saw that you came off of mute. Is there something you wanted to say or add or share?
I was going to say, I had additional entrepreneur in my home. My husband, he's an herbalist, but he is not afraid. I don't know what's stopping him from starting a business, but he knows everything about holistic health and herbs, like a doctor knows medicine. So everything herb for him, entrepreneurship for my daughter in terms of the language, and then entrepreneurship for me in terms of helping busy moms find programs, activities, and camps for their kids.
I look forward to hearing from you, Carolyn.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a very interesting household, very, very diverse.
Yes.
And forward thinking. I love it.
Thank you.
And if there's any websites or things you have going on or offerings, feel free to put it in the comments or talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
This is what we're here for, to expand our network and create our service ecosystem and product ecosystem so that we can continue to uplift our community. So Nadej, I see you have your hand raised. Let's talk.
Hello. Thank you so much for having this, Crystal. Thank you, Lisa. I learned so much. This is really wonderful. I have started a small t-shirt company and specialty items. It's me, one woman shop, basically making t-shirts on the weekends and some evenings, taking small orders, but I would like to figure out a way to scale, keeping it just me for now. And that would be something that I would like to learn about, and just kind of juggling when bigger orders come in, potentially. Right now, I have, my background is Haitian, so I've been really focused on making these Haiti t-shirts to just bring visibility to Haiti, especially with all that you're seeing in the news. And, I sell the t-shirts not only to Haitians, but people who support Haiti and that just, want to bring awareness to Haiti. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share.
Yeah, well, Nadej, I'd love to help you out with that and help you to scale it. And now's, it's the perfect time. You have a lot of supporters out there. And if marketed well, you will do very, very well, especially if you're giving back to a community and providing community services. That's very, very much needed. So please too, feel free to reach out. My information is in the chat. I'd love to speak with you.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to jump. I'm sorry. I just want to jump in real quick. I like to support her. I like to purchase a t-shirt. She put her information in the chat. I like to purchase a t-shirt.
Look at that.
Thank you. Awesome. I will put my email in the chat.
So
website,
no website yet. No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we can talk.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
So what's beautiful is Carolyn's asking about Nadej. Brianna is asking about Carolyn's husband, the herbalist. We had Natasha come up. So you see how it's working? I love it. And I'm just so happy that all of you decided to come today. Lisa, I do want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us today and to share what you offer to the world, because I feel like we all should know about this. We all have great ideas. but just sometimes we get in our own way or think that it's not something that other people would want to use. So just thank you for all that you do, even every week with the motivational Mondays, because that puts so many smiles on people's faces and gets their week started off right. So I look forward to staying connected. And I'm gonna look for that email again for Jackie, because I know that conversation kind of stalled. So, and I know we need a one-on-one again to just reconnect offline. So thank you.
I'd be happy to reintroduce you. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. This has been an absolute pleasure. And thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight. I'd love to hear from all of you.
Yes. So in closing, I want to thank you all for joining. This has been beautiful with the connections that we have and just the sharing of information. And this is why I created this platform, so that we all can support one another in motherhood and life and just all of that good stuff. So just remember that next month we are having the scholarship fundraiser, Creating Legacy Today, which is the annual fundraiser event for my nonprofit, Never Underestimate Knowledge. And the next time we will be having this Mom Talk will be in December. Yes, in December. We're going to have Jamie Sabat. She's a manifestation mentor. And instead of the fourth Wednesday of the month, because, you know, we have holiday time near the end of the month, it's going to be Wednesday, December 15th. Same time, 9 p.m. So mark your calendar for Wednesday, December 15th, 9 p.m. for the next Mom Talk episode. We're going to talk about manifestation and all of that great stuff. And also, I would love to see all of you at Saturday, November 13th from 3 to 5 p.m. for Creating Legacies Today. And you can go to creatinglegaciestoday.com to get your name, your own donation ticket. And then you can also go to my website, crystalgalladay.com, or Never Underestimate Knowledge to get to get the information and also get a ticket. It's on the events tab on both web pages for this event. But to apply for the scholarships, because it is for all age ranges, starting at 3 years old, all the way to adult learners. There's opportunities out there. So I am Crystal Galladay, the Fun Finder for Education, the author of How to Get a College Degree for Free, as well as called Crystal Where the Money Resides Galladay. And I wish you all peace and blessings to you and yours. I appreciate you for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of this wonderful day.